Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Kristen. Thank you for stopping by my channel for a lovely, quick little Tuesday tag, which I have not done in forever. I am way behind. And by way behind, I think I mean like 6 months of tags behind because I have not been filming recently. But Aaron Facer tagged me in this awesome tag created by Novell Novels, and I will leave their channels linked below. But I thought, okay, I'm gonna get back into my groove. I'm gonna back in my swing. I'm gonna share with you some Tuesday tags. So here we go. This one is all about star ratings. Why do we rate the things that we do and how do we do it? And it's a lot of subjectivity as far as how we do that, right? So it is kind of interesting as I'm listening to other people's thought process. A lot of it is similar, but a lot of it we kind of have different nuances of how we decide things, right? So getting right into it, number one says, how often do you DNF, or what makes you DNF? DNF being did not finish. So it used to be until probably in my 30s that I would refuse to give up on a book. I just felt like that was a disservice to the author. But what I've learned is there's so many books and sometimes they're just not for you, and it's okay to let one go. So do I do it super often? No. I would probably say though, because I read about 7 to 10-ish books a month, so probably throughout the year, I DNF 5 to 10 books. I will start to read it and recognize the fact that this is just not a book that is meant for me as a reader, and I would rather read something else, and I'd rather not give a poor review necessarily to a book that maybe has some value for some other people, but not for me. So just if it's not my thing, if I'm just not connecting to the characters, if I'm finding a lot of the plot just particularly distasteful or not engaging, I will absolutely DNF a book. There's just too many beautiful, glorious books out there to engage in and to enter into that are worth going on to. Number two, do you rate books 1 star? I hardly ever rate a book 2 star or 1 star. It goes into the next question. It says, what's a 2-star book? So if I finish a book and I still say, I kind of wish I hadn't have finished all of this, or I'm just really, particularly when the ending is just really unsatisfying, it's just really not wrapped up. I just felt like, gosh, that wasn't even tied up, or that was a cop-out, or, just a really unsatisfying ending, or just I never connected to the characters. I felt like I was struggling. I read it because I was hoping it was going to get better and it never did. Those are my 2-star books. And 1 star really kind of are the DNFs, but even sometimes DNFs are not 1 star for me because they're simply books that I recognize they're not for me. So I guess the real answer is no, I don't go so far as to rate a book 1 star. 2-star means I particularly would probably give a recommendation to avoid that book. What is a 3-star book a good book to you? Yes, absolutely. A 3-star book, especially when I say it's a solid 3-star, I mean, I enjoyed reading it. I am so happy I read it. It was a good book. Then it goes on from there, right? It goes on to, what does 4-star mean to you? 4-star means it was really good. It just touched me in the heartstrings. It had a character or more that were just so developed, so beautiful, so interesting. I longed to be part of that story. 4 means that I recognize the writing itself was very poetic, very in-depth, very beautiful. 4-star means I'm going to be absolutely recommending this to other people that I encounter that I think it would be a good book for them. Number 6 says, do you ever do half-star ratings? Absolutely. Sometimes I'll even go quarter-ish, It's like, if it's 3.5, it's like there's some things, or there was one character, or there was something that pushed me towards 4, but it just didn't quite make it to there. You get the idea. So yes, I will fudge a little with the different half-stars. Number 7, do you rate 5 stars often, and what do 5 stars do to make them rate that high? So I, over time, am rating more and more and more books 5-star because my time on BookTube has allowed me to encounter other people who have given recommendations, to discern my own taste, to kind of find those authors, those genres, those writing styles that I just really connect into. It has been a great resource to up my star rating. And I don't think that's a change in how I'm rating it. I think it's a change in how I'm finding books that really fit me and my reading taste. So I highly keep encouraging you, if you're watching this video, you're also a person that watches BookTube or watches reviews and recommendations, and you get to go on that journey as well to figure out what it is that is 5-star for you, and not waste our time again with books that aren't going to take us on those great adventures, because there's so many that do. Number 8, has your rating of books changed over the years? I think I just answered that. I don't think that my rating necessarily, or the way I rate, has changed. It's that I do a better job of encountering the books that are best for me. Number 9, where do you record your ratings of your books? I really just record my ratings by doing my reviews on BookTube. I do Storygraph, but I don't always go back and review all the books. I just use it to track my books and to kind of keep a list of my books, but I don't do a great job of reviewing or rating, which is why I don't usually invite people to follow me, because I don't feel like I'm doing much to be helpful to that community. So maybe that's a goal that I should consider doing, but it's not my habit at the moment. So to pass on the goodness and to tag some other people, I want to pass it to Brian at Bookish. I know that you haven't really been doing a lot of Tag Tuesdays necessarily, but this one's pretty quick, and it would be really interesting to hear how you rate some of your books. Books Cause Insomnia, my friend Michelle got to tag my bestie, and I want to tag Nikki at Red Dot Reads. She has been away a little bit with me. We both kind of had some action-packed personal summer dramas that were going on, but we are going to get a little more back into it. So I invite you to go ahead and share your answers. If anybody else hasn't done this tag and wants to participate, I will try to copy and paste the questions below so anybody can pick it up and do it. I hope that you are having a great end of summer and have some very adventurous 5-star happy rating reading. Take care, y'all.